All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully, you all are doing well today. At least the best you can. So, I want to touch base with this energy. I know that it is Monday, and usually I don't post on Mondays. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But we are entering into quite a bit of energy. We have the new moon in Leo that is happening from last night into today. So we are in the new moon in Leo. We also entered into Mercury in retrograde, and it is retrograding in Virgo. It starts in Virgo and then shifts back into Leo. It's a whole coot and cabocle. It's nonsense. So I am going to touch base with both of those energies today. What this energy is doing, starting with the new moon in Leo, we do have new cycles starting in. The new cycles are, Leo is that lion, it's the courage, it is the Knight of Wands, sometimes the King of Wands, but it's the Knight of Wands. It's about those messages coming in of inspiration, of passion, it's being inspired. And so these new cycles are starting to begin, but the kicker is that we have Mercury in retrograde in Virgo. And what that's doing is Virgo is about the stability that we stand on. It can be about the day-to-day, the mundane. It's about, who we are as individuals when it comes to the day-to-day. So there can be quite a bit of uprooting energy, sifting and sorting through the things that work for us and the things that don't work for us when on a personal level when it comes to our everyday lives. Of course, relationships at this time are very rough because people are starting to discover, maybe this relationship looked good at one point in time, but it's no longer clicking with them on a soul level. Same can be said for jobs. Friendships, relationships, family connections, it's a lot of energy at play right now. The Mercury in retrograde, I believe, goes till the middle of August or the early part of September. I'm not quite sure. Then to top it all off, we have the Lionsgate happening 8/8. 8/8, and this year 2024 it's 8/8. It is a very big portal, which means the work that we're doing at this time is very important. We have change in the wind underneath. I'm not surprised, but as I said, there's a lot of energies at play, and I will do my best to let you know when Mercury in retrograde ends. But that is shifting from Virgo back into Leo, and that is a whole other pain. That's a whole other concept. But the main focus right now is, of course, communication is going to suck. Suck more than what it does. Technology is going to suck more than what it already does. So just be gentle with yourselves and with others. But I am going to take a look now and see what wants to come through. I have every intention of looking at you at a personal level and then looking at relationships as well. So I may put a timestamp in here just to take a look and see what's happening. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for the general reading for my collective. As always, please take what resonates, leave what does not. And we'll see where we're going in this energy. I will do my best to keep these on a relatable level. You know how we do it on this channel. No smoke and mirrors here. Even my cards are having issues today. I'm going to shuffle these once more. Alright. 2 more? Really? 2 more? Fine. My intuition is telling me 2 more. That's once. And here would be twice. See, they're having issues today, guys. I don't know what is up. So underneath, I saw this, I don't know how many times while shuffling. We have milk and honey. Grounding this energy is new life. Guiding this energy is why. There are those big questions happening. Oof. Past energy, we've got deep knowing. And where we're going is all that glitters. So like I was saying, when it comes to the Mercury in retrograde in Virgo, we are starting to discover the things that are working for us and are not working for us. And it has nothing to do with anybody else. It has everything to do with us. So reworking those systems that we have in play can be kind of triggering, especially if they come from a trauma response. I know that on the day-to-day, what I do on a day-to-day, not this, but on a day-to-day, some of it is trauma-related. I have a tarot reader, this is kind of a side note here, I have a tarot reader that I watch. Love her to pieces, it's Soulful Revolution, love Mary Jo. And she said something yesterday that was really triggered me because it bounced off my intuition and then came back and smacked me in the face. It was about being too independent. Being too independent is actually a trauma response. And I didn't see it like that up until she said that. And so, of course, I commented that I was having such a good day until she said that. But anyway, when it comes to applying that to this energy, she's right. It is being too fiercely independent and not letting others in, being vulnerable. That is one thing that I will be working on in this 6-month cycle, letting in the more inspirational things and feeling a little bit more vulnerable with people and situations. But when it applies to this energy, you are really looking at the things that are making you happy, the things that will make you happy, bring joy into your life, inspiration. We've got this new life energy grounding this energy. And this new life, we've got new chapters. It is the new moon. Like I said, that is playing a role at this time. And I do feel as though we are on the precipice of new beginnings. Almost like you're getting ready to turn a page. I'm seeing somebody turning a page in a book. And we do feel as though that this is happening. This is happening. It's a deep knowing. So some of you could have felt this before that this was happening. Some of you, I'm also hearing, are... When we start a new chapter, a part of us dies, and that can be really rough. You can feel depressed, you can feel anxiety-ridden, and that's what I'm kind of getting with this energy, especially with the all that glitters. I'm getting an anxiety energy of, what if it's not going to be what it's supposed to be, or what if it looks a certain way and I don't want it to look a certain way, or what if it looks good but it's not. You have the power to control what is happening in your life. You have final say. You have free will. Yes, the universe does like to bring in certain things for us, but at the end of the day, we are allowed to decide what methods work for us and what methods don't. When it comes to jobs, relationships, families, connections, we are allowed to decide how we go about these things. So that's why I feel as though this energy is here. We're being guided by the why are we doing it? Not why is this happening, but it's why do we do this way? Why do we settle for less? Why do we handle these triggers this way? There's a lot of big questions and big energy happening at this time. So don't think that you are alone and don't think you're going crazy, because you're not. You are not going crazy. It is Mercury in retrograde, and it'll be happening for a few weeks. So like I said, be gentle with yourself. But let's take a look at what's going on with you personally, and then I will take a look and see what's happening in the relationship side of things. This energy bleeds to every aspect of our lives right now. And then towards the middle of this month, we have a full moon in Aquarius. And the Aquarius energy is about seeing the bigger picture. So it's kind of like a step process here that we're going through. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see where we're going. Keep shuffling, keep shuffling. That's perfectly fine. One more. All right. There's the Fool underneath, along with Justice. There's that Fool. I'll probably walk away with that one. Knight of Swords, King of Cups, Page of Cups. Libra energy of justice. We've got the Lovers, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like clarity is coming in at this time. Clarity is coming in at this time, and it's only... Elizabeth, please get down. I did not need your help today. She jumped up and ran across the counter. But that clarity is coming in, I feel as though, from the emotional aspect. It's from asking those bigger questions of why. Why do we have these responses? Why do we have these triggers? Not even just the responses, but the triggers themselves. And these triggers come from past expectations, come from not even expectations, but come from past situations that have caused us to fundamentally shift ourselves, like the fiercely independent. Being fiercely independent because it was, I couldn't rely on other people when I was younger. It had to be done by me. And if anybody else did it, it was wrong. That's a trauma response. So I feel as though that there are going to be some past things coming to the present here that are causing us to really look at ourselves in a mirror as a reflection back to ourselves and being like, hey, this needs your attention. Because I do feel as though there is something to learn here with this Ace of Pentacles. But the Justice, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands, it is bleeding into relationships, and that's why I'm going to take a look at relationships as well. This is not the relationship portion of this. But what this is designed to do is it's designed to put you back into balance as we move forward through this energy. Like I said, we've got Justice here. That's Libra energy. So it is designed to balance out the scales. It is going to do that for us. So let's see where we're going. So what we have, we've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, Eight of Cups right smack dab in the middle with the Magician. There's that Virgo energy. There's that Virgo energy. We've got the Four of Cups. Guiding this energy is Judgment. That's Archangel Michael. Oof. Big energies here at play. The Page of Wands. The Ten of Swords. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. We got the King of Wands, we got the Seven of Swords, we got the Eight of Wands, and then there is the Knight of Wands. So we do have the Virgo and the Leo energy here at play. New decisions, as I said, are being made with the Judgment energy. And I feel as though that those but those decisions that you're making are definitely going to cause it's going to cause a transformation in you, but it's going to end chapters. Ten of Swords. Like, it's going to put some things down. Like, this person's not getting back up. They've got quite a few swords in them. They are not getting back up. And there's that fire energy. This is going to cause some very big transformations on a personal level. Seven of Swords down here is talking to me. But first we're going to start with this Four of Cups. This Four of Cups makes me feel as though that the messages have been trying to come in, and it's almost as though they've kind of been revolving. I'm seeing my own energy and seeing how it's kind of revolving around me. They may have been on the outer ring of different things with that deep knowing, but they haven't quite come in. Maybe because you've been focused on other things or been trying to convince yourself that, oh, you know, eventually that'll fall away. I don't think that energy is going to fall away. There is some sort of, I don't want to say truth, but it feels like that. It feels like there's a truth that's kind of been revolving or lingering around the outside of everyone's energies, or most people's energies, that have just been trying to force it away. This Seven of Swords is really loud down here. What is the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands. I'll take you. Three of Swords, Empress. Six of Swords, there's the Ace of Wands. And that's interesting. That is very interesting. Because the first few things I noticed is the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Wands gives us the Nine of Wands. So this is going to bring, of course, about healing for us. Healing for the things that are emotionally unsatisfactory. I don't think I've ever said that like that. But they're emotionally unsatisfactory. There is an emotional tie, an emotional trigger, a response that you are moving away from. But I don't think you're going to be moving away from that until you understand why it is there. And that's why we have these messages coming in. I don't want to use this example because it is relationship based, but let me generalize it. So it's like, you know how you have your friends or your family or the people who tell you things and they're like, hey, like we see it this way, like this is what we see. And we kind of are stubborn and we're like, well, you know, I don't really see it that way. Like, you know, it's just not the way I see it, but thank you for letting me know. And then at the end of that situation, it turns out to be true. And then you're like, oh, you know, I wish I would have seen it. And your friends are like, well, we kind of told you. It's not the matter of they told you. It was the fact that it was there revolving around this energy and we just didn't want to see it. Because we were focused on other things. That's what I feel like this energy is. That's what I feel like this energy is doing to us. So what are these things that are being put down to rest? Sun, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Well, the things that are being put to rest are the things that no longer bring us joy. The things that no longer bring us clarity. And this is interesting because I don't ever really see it like this. This is what this energy is doing to me. But the Sun, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like you've got good things surrounded by not really poor choices, but it's almost got that lack mentality to it. That lack mentality is what's being driven out. Ten of Cups. That lack mentality is what's being driven out. It's no longer seeing things, not even just seeing things, no longer settling for the things that don't make us feel good. It's like when you see that, you're like, yep, I see you, I acknowledge you, but now I'm going to shift out of that because that's not what I want. That's not where I'm going. But it's coming from a heart chakra place. Like I keep feeling my heart chakra trying to open at this time. So if it doesn't resonate with your heart chakra, if it doesn't resonate with who you truly are and what you truly feel, it has to go. It has to go. Because there's no room here. There's no more room for that energy. This is I know it looks very simple here because I pulled the normal spread and then I've only pulled like 8 clarifiers, but this is some really ass backwards energy, which I'm not surprised because we have Mercury in retrograde. We've got the World, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. All bringing about that balance. Two of Pentacles. This is going to be a rough swing. At least a rough starting out point for this energy. Because it has to come in, it's got to clear some things. It's got to do what it's meant to do. And I feel as though that if you try to resist this energy, it's just going to be a lot worse. It's just going to get worse before it gets better. So go with the flow during this time. If things want to fall away, if things want to disappear, don't try and hold on to them. enjoy the memories of what you've had with them, like leaving a new job or leaving a job for a new job. You know, people are allowed to switch careers, people are allowed to move forward. But it's not the fact that that job didn't matter, because it gave you the money and the resources. It gave you the resources that you needed to survive. And now you're moving forward to something better, something more in tune with who you are. Same thing with people. Let this be a healing experience and not an uphill battle. That's what I'm getting with this energy. So before I move forward to see what's going on with relationships, the zodiac signs that I see in this spread, we've got Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. One more time, we've got Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio. I guess we do have Pisces here. I'll walk away with Pisces. Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces. So that's what I have for the personal side of this. We are now going to take a look at relationships, and I just got the timestamp for this, so welcome. If you skipped the personal reading and just jumped to the relationship, hello. But underneath, we've got more Libra energy. We've got Justice. We've got Pisces energy. There's more Pisces. We've got the World. And then we also have the Two of Wands and the High Priestess. This has got more of that deep knowing energy from the first half of this. And I just keep getting the personal and emotional side of things is balancing out. It is balancing out. And we do have some relationships that are ending and beginning during this time. And you know which side of the spectrum you fall on. High Priestess. This is an intuition aspect of this. Your intuition is telling you whether or not something is beginning or something is ending. We've got the Page of Swords with the Five of Cups. Oof. Ten of Wands grounding this energy. Guiding this energy is Divine Feminine of the Empress. Past energy is the Well. Future energy is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords showed up in the same spot. Six of Pentacles, and the outcome here is the Two of Pentacles. That is very interesting that the Seven of Swords showed up in literally the same spot. It showed up in the same spot as the other one did. There it is. So I am getting a choice here. A choice doesn't need to be made, but a choice will be made. Three of Cups, 10 third parties. That can be you, them in your work, you, them in another person, you, them in expectations. But there is a truth, but a hesitation to this truth. And again, we've got the All That Glitters, and I got the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like, how is this going to come together? How is this going to work? And we go from the 3 to the 2. You're gonna offload. You're gonna offload unnecessary connections. I want to look at a few things. Five of Cups. Knight of Cups. Six of Cups. Lovers, and the Seven of Cups. Alright, this may just be for some of you. Some of you, and I know it's Mercury in retrograde, but I feel as though that some of you tried to move forward maybe with a new person, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Because I feel as though you were tied to a past person. Or the new person didn't work because you were tied to a past experience. Take that for how that resonates. But it's almost like the mask is coming off now. The mask is coming off. It's time to allow yourself to be seen for who you are, authentically, during this time. So what is this truth? Page of Swords. What is this hesitating truth? Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry, King of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. There's something here on a physical level, on the 3D level, that I feel like you've kind of been ignoring. King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, you've kind of been ignoring that, and it's kept you in the cold. It's kept you out in the cold. Because it hasn't been healed. Four of Swords. Like a man of stone. You may... Okay. I see how this is starting to piece itself together here. Give me just a second here. Hierophant, Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, the Artist. Yeah, okay. So, something happened here in the past. You either gave your heart to somebody else and they still have it, or a past situation did not go well and you turned yourself to stone. And you haven't undone that transformation yet. And it's almost because you don't trust yourself. Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, you don't trust yourself. And that's what I feel like is being blown up here. Because remember, we're having these two consecutive energies happen all at once. We're having the Leo new moon, which starts a whole 6-month cycle, along with Mercury in retrograde in Virgo. Ten of Swords again. Thank you for answering that. And there's that Nine of Wands, there's the Four of Wands, and there's the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and the Chariot is underneath. I'm not surprised that's back again. The whole point of this Mercury in retrograde energy is to break your statue-like stance when it comes to relationships. I feel like this is going to open you up. It is going to take some time. Seven of Pentacles. You are going to have to plant new seeds. But this is going to come in and break that rough exterior so the softer exterior on the inside can come through. It's going to put you essentially more into balance. I'm not going to say back into balance because it's going to get worse before it gets better, especially if you fight this energy. I feel like when it comes to the relationship side of this, I'm talking to somebody who has closed themselves off to relationships because they are afraid to get hurt again. They are afraid to be authentic. They are afraid to show that divine feminine side of themselves. I could be talking to a divine masculine who is afraid to be open and honest with how they feel. Or I could be talking to a divine feminine who's been hurt so many times because she's worn her heart on her sleeve that she's like, nope, never again. And again, it all comes back to the Seven of Swords. This lie that you were telling yourself, that you don't deserve love, that you don't deserve love, that I've dated plenty of men in my life, they're all the same. That is holding new people to past expectations, like I was just telling you, like I've been talking about. And so for relationships, you need to put those past expectations down. Ten of Swords on both sides. This is going to be some serious energy. Because I feel like you've stayed in this energy for far too long. And it just so happens that this is the time that this is all going to blow up. My ears are ringing. Wow. So before I let you go with the relationship side of things, what is this Two of Pentacles? Again, I feel as though you're being put back into balance. Nine of Swords, there's that stress. Eight of Pentacles, doing the work. The Eight of Cups, and the Fool. Yeah. So before, the Ten of Cups, Five of Swords, Knight of Wands, yeah. So before you can turn the page, before we step into this 8-8 portal, because I feel like that is the new chapter. That is the starting point of this new chapter. Don't get me wrong, this is kind of like the prequel. You know how when you're reading a book and you got that, like, the dedications and all this, that, and the other? That's what this feels like. This is preparing you for these new beginnings. And there's the Two of Pentacles underneath on the other side. This is going to come together in a very big way. And I don't really know how to even explain it to you, other than it's going to happen on a very real 3D level. Wow. Well, buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Yang, Chaos, and Conflict, No Place Like Home, by the book. This is what's underneath. Yeah. Work through this energy. Work through this chaos and conflict, this inner turmoil. This is Divine Masculine. Because you have somewhere to be. You have somewhere where you actually belong, but you're not going to get there unless you do the work. Step by step, by the book. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. Message in a bottle. Hello. Community, and come to the edge. This is about stepping out of that comfort zone that we have built, that bubble that we have built, on a collective way. Now I'm seeing Elemental. And for those of you who haven't seen Elemental, there's a part where Elemental is about all of these elements coexisting, right? And a water person, Waite, falls in love with a fire person. And of course, water and fire don't really mix. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's a part where she wants to see a particular type of flower that can bloom in any condition. You are the flower in this instance, but that's another point. But the element of air makes a bubble for her, for the fire individual. And so she jumps into that bubble, and the water person takes her down through the water so she can see this flower. Well, then all of a sudden she starts to run out of air, and this bubble starts to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink. And of course, if that bubble pops while she's underwater, she goes out. And that's what I see happening. I see this bubble shrinking on you. And it's time for you to be released from that bubble on both a relationship aspect and a personal aspect. Wow. So, this is what I have for you guys. I really hope this helped. Zodiac signs that I see from the relationship side of things, just to call those out before I let you wonderful people go. We have got Libra, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sag, Libra, Taurus, more Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, more Gemini. And that is what I see. So, this is what I have for you. I really, really hope this helped. And I will see you all again tomorrow. So, until then, my loves, take care. Be gentle with yourselves. People are going to be stupid at this time, but they're going through the same energy you are. Okay? Alright. So, until tomorrow, guys, you take care. As always, your company is well appreciated. And I'll see you all again then. Bye, guys.